Hello my dear friends, in this video we are going to cover calculus topics such as sets and relations, functions, limits, continuity and differentiability. So let's start. So first we will study what is a set. Set basically is a collection of well-defined objects. You know that this is a collection of well-defined objects. And what can be well-defined? Like numbers. Numbers are very well defined. For example, if you have set like a is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, so this is a collection of three numbers and we have named it as capital A. Then what is a relation? Relation means for example, if you have a relation set P which is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 4 and 3 comma 6. This is your relation set where first element came from this set 1 comma 2 comma 3 and second element came from the second set, that is B, that is 2 comma 4 comma 6. So there is a relation between elements of this A set and elements of this B set. It is such that they are a double of the first element. Means if you have 1 here, then in the second you have 2, that is the double of 1. 4 is a double of 2 and 6 is a double of 3. So there is a relation between these two elements. So how we can represent it as, if you have Cartesian product of these two sets, Cartesian product of set means you are taking first element, for example x, from A, and you are taking second element from set B, that is for example y, and you are having their ordered pair. So this is what Cartesian product. This is your Cartesian product. And when you are showing some relation for example, if you are taking one element from set A, let's name it that element has x, and second element you are taking from B, for example y, and you are showing that y is equal to 2x, means the element that have relation with this elements of A and elements of B that have relation with each other. So we can show this a relation as y is equal to 2x. Let's start functions. So functions basically it is given like this f, and this is from A to B. This is your first set and this is your second set. So this set is called as a domain and this second set is called as codomain. And this is also, your function is also called as mapping. Mapping, this is because you are mapping the set A elements with the set B elements. Let x belongs to A and y belongs to B. This means that we have named A elements as x, that belongs to A means this x is in this set A, and this y belongs to B means this y is in this set B. So function, if we consider the set A and if we consider the set B, so set have A have elements 1, 2, 3 and B have elements 2, 4 and 6. So if we consider function of x is equal to 2x, means if we put x into it, so we will get a double value. For example, for 1 we will get 2, so and for 2 we will get 4 because of the function. So mapping of 1 will be with 2, mapping of 1 because of the function f will be with 2, and of 2 with 4, and of 3 with 6. So this is a mapping because of the function f. Now let's see concept of image and pre-image. So this is your mapping, that is 1 to 2. So this mapping, so here 2 is image of 1 and 1 is a pre-image of 2 in this mapping. So you know this image and pre-image concept. So this function f will be well defined when all the elements in A will have image in set B, and that image will be unique. Unique means this one will have only one image and this two will have only one image. So it could not have like this, means this elements of A could not have two images in B. They will have only one image, and compulsorily all the elements will have image. So now let's see limits concept. Limits concept is basically about Since you have this function of x, for example, if you have function of x is equal to x, means if you put x is equal to 1, then you will get function of x value as 1, and this is function of x value means this is equal to y. This is your y coordinate, which is your function of x. Function of x means you are trying to get a mapping of x, and that value will come in terms of y, that will come in terms of y. Okay, for example, if we consider any graph where you have y is equal to x, so this line will pass through this origin where you have coordinates at 0 comma 0, and this is your line y is equal to x, and so you can call it as your function of x is equal to x. So in this, if you want to learn limit concept, so limit concept, if we consider a x coordinate here that is equal to 2, okay, and if you want to find image here, so this image will also be equal to 2 because x is equal to 2, sorry, x is equal to y. So if we want to find limit of function of, for example, if we find to limit x is tending towards 2 of function of x is equal to what, means if we go towards this x is equal to 2, means if we have coordinates like 1.999, or if we go from right hand side, for example, if we have point 2.001, so we can say that x is tending towards 2. It means that x is approaching to 2 but it is not equal to 2. This is the basic concept of x is tending towards 2. So if we have any point here like this, then we will get function value here, and if we are coming from right hand side, then we will get function value like here. So if we come closer and closer to this x is equal to 2 point, then we can see that function of x value is also coming towards this 2 value, that is our function, that is our this function value. So we can say that limit of this function of x is also equal to 2. Why? Because if we are getting this point closer and closer to this x is equal to 2 point, then we are getting the function value that is also coming closer to this 2 point, so we will get this limit as 2. So limit is basically if you have any x coordinate where that is reaching towards a particular point, then where your function of x value is reaching, that's the only concept, and it could reach to function of 2 value. It could be possible in many cases. If you are tending towards 2, then your function of x value will go towards function of 2 value.